When an artist comes in, we'll sit down with them, we'll talk to them, see what direction they want to go to as far as their music and their songs, and we'll wrap our head and try to get around what they expect from us as far as production, songwriting, and then from there we'll listen to the songs, and then I'll give any kind of direction we can from that, using the experiences that I've had in studios. We'll listen to the songs, structure, make sure that the songs make sense, that they have a good melody. Just overall, it's all about the song when you're doing songwriting. When I write a song, I pretty much start off. I mean, it's always different when writing songs with myself, and so I try to lend that to any artist that needs, our help here at the studio. So what I'll do is, I usually start out with just thoughts, and then whatever melody that the musicians have that we use, I'll kind of put the melody over there with the words that I've already had written out, or I'm constantly writing. So, I have books and notebooks full of lyrics to where if the song fits my lyrics, then we'll lay it down and then come up with a melody over top of what we've already had with the guitars and everything. I discovered catchy hooks during the writing process by just having an ear for it, and over the years of writing, being able to catch, oh wow, that's the song, or that's the hook, that's what we need, and then try to build around that hook in the melody, or even if it's a vocal hook, and trying to just capture that whole moment of that's gonna make that song it. So it could be just one word, multiple use of different words, or different phrasing on the guitar, or what have you. For arranging sections of a particular song, it pretty much all depends on the amount of material that we have to work with. So if an artist comes in or a musician comes in, and they're going to come to us for some guidance, we'll sit there and listen to the parts, and we'll make them make sense throughout the song. Whether we need a verse, chorus, a longer verse, a shorter chorus, a bridge, an outro of a song. When it just all depends on how we need to tie it together. Lyrically, I think telling a story and getting to the point to where when you hit to the chorus, you're tagging some of the same things you're talking about in the verse, and making sense of that as far as that goes. My studio tips for anybody who comes in, or to anyone, is always make sure you have a click set up. That way, for when you're laying down your guitar tracks, your drum tracks, you don't get off of that. And if you build a song off of that, it sometimes can happen. If you're going for like an acoustic guitar feel, but I feel like when you're coming in, you're doing majority of your songs, you want to do it to a click track. It gives you something guidance. It locks you into the song. That way, when you're going, when the producers and engineers are engineering your music, it'll make it a lot tighter. While recording, the things that I've tried to make the song different is I've actually have set up a vocal mic across the room, and actually ran at it while singing a part, to where it gave it like kind of a cool tunneling effect, and we just did it just to try it out, and it actually turned out pretty cool. Story of the song is the most important thing, I think, in any song, because it could just be the musician and a guitar and vocals, and it could be the biggest song. Most of the songs that really touch me are a lot of those singer-songwriter songs that are just acoustic guitar or piano, and vocals, and with the story of the song, it pulls you in. And to tell a story in the song, I think that makes you a better songwriter. If at the end of that song, the person who's listening to it can feel what you were feeling, then that's kind of the best thing in the world as far as songwriting. Writer's block is something that I kind of just don't let it affect me. I kind of just walk away from it for 10, 15 minutes and then come back to it. And if it seems like I'm not getting anywhere with it, I just move on to the next step. I really don't let it affect me to where, a lot of people are like, oh, I got the writer's block and I can't concentrate, or having the experience in coming in situations where I can't think of anything. I walk away, come back to it. If I don't have anything for it, then I'll just I'll go ahead and work on another project. I feel when you're writing a song, sometimes you're inspired by already the verse and chorus that you have. You might not have a full song yet, but I feel like if you can go back and touch base with the inspiration that you had from the verse and the chorus, then maybe you could finish the song, write the bridge from, and then piece those pieces together as far as the songwriting goes, to kind of hone your craft as songwriting. What I've done in the past is, we'll start out with a verse and then a chorus, and then try to tie the second verse to the first verse, and then tie in the bridge to make sense of the whole song, and then use a whole different subject for the outro of the song, and kind of that's your story. That's but I always get the inspiration from the first part of the song and the first chorus, verse and chorus.